I told my mom, I told everybody. I told the courts. I told everyone in the court. I told the caseworkers. You guys are busting up how I have become in sync with my children. In that they were also disturbing them growing together as siblings. When you're a family, you're supposed to be in the house, stay in the house, learn what makes each other happy, what makes each other sad, what makes each other mad, how to navigate around those moments peacefully, resolving things in a loving manner rather than that's mine, no, that's mine. And you know, just battling within each other, fighting each other. You know, I try to teach them, a house divided against themselves shall not stand. But I wasn't successful because interferences coming in, you know. I told them, I said, so if my children grow out of sync with each other, with family, you guys are teaching them to go against everything that I'm teaching them to live for. And that's going to grow up in them. And then they go astray. What am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to just be okay with the fact that, well, I didn't teach them that. I didn't teach them to do that. I didn't teach them to be that way. But I'm the one that ended up suffering with those teachings, regardless of if I taught them that or not. And maybe one way or the other, they would have eventually went against me and my ways of teaching. But at least I think it would have made more sense for them, and they would have had more order and structure about themselves. But after you're teaching them that who God blessed them to be led by and taught by and instructed and trained and coached, you taught them not to listen to me. You taught them that because you didn't like my ways, you taught them not to like my ways, that they shouldn't like my ways. I told them that the way my children have responded to me within the past 3 years, the battles that not only I have faced with them because of how they've been taught, because of what they've been taught. They didn't have to, but they did. And I'm, again, supposed to be okay with the fact that that's not my fault. So, now they are the exact product of that which I said. They go against each other. They go against me. Still, what I say don't stand. I have children that You can tell they just been waiting for their moment to be able to turn loose so that they can live the way they taught them was the way to live. So, I don't even know what else to say. That's all I have. I just wanted to express that. When people come and disturb your household and how you've structured and organized your household, that's havoc. It takes you and your family out of alignment. And if they don't get back in alignment, especially at the ages that they were interfered with, it's a possibility they won't ever, until they become adults, possibly. You pray and see where the structure and the order is needed for themselves. Don't take a child out of their homes if they are not being literally, physically, mentally, and emotionally, spiritually abused, not receiving love, being malnourished. That's why a child should leave their home, because they're being harmed, violated. Not because a person or a party does not like the way you're teaching your children. And because you're poor, that isn't even against the law. Because you don't have a place to stay is not a reason to remove a child or children from their homes. Because you don't believe in my homeschool system, that's not a reason. Were they being homeschooled? Were they working 365 days of the year? Were they doing schoolwork every day? Were they following a structured and organized system? Yes, they were. Now they're suffering. I've had to put them out of my house. I had to go to the hospital because it was so much. It was so hard. And I am still so alone.